All right, this exercise we're going to be doing what we call thoracic CARs. It's just essentially your rib cage's ability to go into a full rotation without any compensation coming from your neck or even from your hips. So all we're going to do here is moderately wide stance. We're going to think about tucking our tailbone, squeezing our glute. This is really important so that our hips don't move. Our hips are going to want to move, but we want to make sure it doesn't. So squeezing your glutes is how we're going to do that. From here, we're just going to cross our arms. Just in general, we're going to try and take our entire rib cage to a full circle at its end range. So you want to think about making the biggest circle you can without any compensation. So how we do this is we cross our arms. The visuals I like to use is we're going to think about using our abs to pull our elbows down to our belt buckle, if we had a belt on. And then from here, we're going to think about scraping our elbows along that belt line over to one front pocket. Once you get to that front pocket, we're then going to think about making a big rainbow with our elbows. So we're going to go up, make the biggest rainbow that we can with our elbows, over to the other front pocket, and then scrape those elbows along that belt line to the belt buckle. And then we're going to reverse. Nice and slow. Big rainbow to the front pocket. Scrape belt line from front pocket back to belt buckle. All right. One important thing that I want to mention before we end this is we want to make sure that we are forcing ourselves to engage the musculature that is responsible for the motion, right? So if we think about the closing angle side, is if I'm pulling my elbows through the belt buckle, think about using my abs. As I rotate and scrape the belt line over to my front pocket, I want that transition of abs to go over to the obliques. Once I get to the obliques, I want to have this started to transfer into the back, the lower back, upper mid back actually, more so than the lower back, and then transfer that towards the spine. We're going to go over to the other oblique, back to the abs. So you want to make sure that you feel that engagement as we make that rotation.